Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Now, for today, I'm obviously doing TBR jars. I think next time, however, I either will be changing up some prompts, adding some new ones, maybe even do like the wheel chooses my TBR, because I feel like the jar is starting to get a little bit old. Let me know if you're interested in seeing that kind of TBR instead of the just regular jar. Maybe I'll end up doing like a you guys choose my TBR, I don't know, and that will probably be on my Instagram. If you want to be included in that, go ahead on over there. Let me give you a little history. The TBR for June, I have 3 books left. Okay, kind of 4 books. I haven't finished Phantasma yet. I haven't started Keeping 13. I haven't started City of Gods and Monsters, and I haven't even glanced at the 7-year slip yet. So we still have those to choose from. I'm hoping to get away from those options, but if they come along with a prompt that I think could fit, I may or may not choose them. So let's go ahead and pick our first one. I think I'm gonna go back to 6 prompts because 7 was quite a lot of amounts. Even though I had a plethora of options, it didn't help. Pink on the cover. Okay, I do have quite a bit of options. But what should I choose? I know I have Delilah Green Doesn't Quit, although I think that's more purple than pink. I have Assistant to the Villain, although that could be more red than pink. I have Ballad of Never After, Tempest of Tea, Keeping 13, Sky Shade. Now it's kind of, what do I want to read? I don't really want to read Ballad of Never After, I'm gonna be honest. Keeping 13 I really do want to read, but I literally just said that I probably shouldn't pick those. But unfortunately, I definitely am going to pick Keeping 13. Here's the cover, just in case. It has pink on it, I promise. The reason I'm picking Keeping 13 is because all of the buzz with releasing 10 and that whole... I do want to keep reading the books in the series, so I want to keep going, and in order to keep going, I have to read Keeping 13. So might as well just put it on the TBR because I really am wanting to read that book. I almost started it like 3 times throughout the month of June. So I'm just gonna put it on the TBR and we can see if I get to it. Alright, next one. Oh goodness. Published this year. Okay. I do have a book I want to read because I wanted to read it as soon as it came out, but it was on my June TBR, so I just skipped over it. And that is Beautiful Venom by Raina Kent, because I have missed my dark romance in all of June up until the last week, I guess. I have not read a single dark romance, and that hits me hard. So this is my dark romance I need this, guys. I truly need it. Oh my gosh. It has a little picturing and I'm given. Cute. I need to read the whole universe, by the way. I've only read Legacy of Gods are up there. Those are the only ones I've read. I do have like a couple like prequels saved on Kindle for some of her books, so I need to read those too. But I know this is hockey. Dark romance. Dark romance and hockey put together is me in probably 2 words. Dark and hockey. So I love that for me. This will be a good time. And if it won't be, then I will be devastated. This is the second book. And I'm pretty sure this one is the start of a new series by her. So I am very excited. The next one will be a dark hockey romance. So that makes me even more excited. Alright, let's pick this one. Number generator chooses. Oh my goodness. Okay. See, I put these in here expecting to never get them, and then I get them. Oh my gosh. And I didn't tell you this, but last night I was literally going through Kindle for like things to read, and Face Off popped up. But I have heard so much amazing things about this author's work, so that is an option. Number generator 1 in 100. How many do I have on my shelf is the question. Let me go to Goodreads. because that's where I keep all of my books. 159 books on my shelf. Okay. Lovely. And if it's obviously a book I've already read, I'll just do it again and then we could go from there, I guess. This one is a little interesting, this random number generator, so let's just get to it. Roll 119. Okay, I'm gonna start from the top. You guys can't see the top, so I'll skip to when you guys can see. 9. Okay, lovely. Okay, so speaking of gigantic books on the TBR, Reign of Shadows and Endings by Melissa K. Warwick. Now, this book scares me. It's insanely long. It's 650 pages. I have been wanting to start this book since I got it. So, I am actually pretty open to starting this because I have been waiting. Now I do have this on Kindle, so that will definitely make it more easy for me to digest instead of just on paperback, because this thing weighs so much. But yeah, I know that there are fae. I believe there are like vampires, witches, maybe. Okay, let's just read the summary together. A world the gods forgot. All of the world and life they created, the gods favored their children the most. But with the favor came the fear that the legacy would one day become too powerful and overthrow them. Devram was created, a realm hidden amongst the stars. The gods gave their legacy the best of all the worlds, and then they left, a sword agreement to never return and to never interfere. A historical event. Forced to a life of servitude, the Fae are required to provide the legacy in more ways than one. Every 5 years, eligible Fae are gathered for the selection and assigned to serve in one of the 6 kingdoms. To be chosen as the personal source for a kingdom heir is the greatest honor, and for the first time in millennia, all 6 kingdoms have heirs choosing a source. But their selections could tip the power balance a little too far. A chosen that was never meant to be. Tessalin? Guys, these names, these fantasy world names, I can't. Okay. Tessalin, Ezra, sure, Aurora, something like that, was forgotten as the realm. But when she finds herself the personal source to the era of endings, she winds up serving the darkest kingdom of all. The secrets within the Eris kingdom are meant to be learned and kept, but this was never the life she wanted. Fighting not only the fate thrusted upon her, but the temptation to lose herself to desire. Tessa will do anything to escape her new destiny until she starts to realize maybe the world wasn't as forgotten as they thought, and maybe she was the reason why. Cute. So maybe gods. There's obviously fae. I'm very excited about this. Very excited. I heard this is a romantasy and it's amazing. So I'm down. I'm so down. And if you haven't heard of the series, I would suggest go watching The Raven-Haired Reader, because she loves Melissa K. Warwick, and I am down to take any of her fantasy recommendations because she is the queen, honestly. Alright, put myself up a little further so I'm not sinking into the floor. What do we have? 3 more. Alright, choose this one. Dark romance. Another dark romance. Okay, we do have quite a few to choose from. We have The Loser's Duet. I haven't read any of those. We have Her Soul to Take by Holly LaRue, The Lies We Steal from Monte J, Shallow River, and Haunting Adeline, both by H.D. Carlton, Hooked by Emily McIntyre, and actually I think that's all for the dark romance. Oh, actually I lied. We have What Once Was Split and Swallow, but now is The Kiss of Basculus, which I kind of am leaning towards this, but I think this is more fantasy than dark romance. So that is kind of interesting. But also, there is Her Soul to Take, which is a demon that's also starting a new series. And then we have The Losers Duet, and then more series, except Shallow River, which I don't know if it's a series or not, actually. I don't think this is a series. My compass points to you. I could not change direction even if I wanted to. Cute. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with this one. I basically know nothing about this, so let's just read the back. Tem couldn't imagine a stranger duo. The formidable Basculus and the human prince, both powerful in their own right, but they couldn't be more different from each other. 20-year-old Temperus versus has never been kissed, but that's what the Basculus is for. Along with 13 other contestants, Tem must train with the Basculus to learn the power of seduction and win the prince's hand in marriage. When Tem is matched with Caspian, the Serpent King, she realized she might actually stand a chance. But with the tensions rising between the Basculus and the humans, Tem is suddenly torn into two different directions. As her bond with Caspian deepens, so does her connection with the prince. When she uncovers a terrible secret about the royal family, Tem finds herself caught between two worlds, neither of which she can survive without. Sounds gorgeous. And can we just take a second? I love this cover. This is one of like the most prettiest covers I've seen in a while, honestly. And then the straight edges, of course. Gorgeous. So, these are all pretty chunky books. Cute, love that. Alright, let's go with this one. More than 400 pages. Alright, cute. I don't know, like none of these are really catching my eye. How much is Face Off? How long is Face Off? Let's just see. Let me look on Goodreads. 450, perfect. I'm choosing that one. I love that. And I believe the MMC and the FMC are both hockey players, but against each other, like rival teams. So that is very, very interesting. And I think that's all I'm going to read for now. Because I kind of want to be surprised in what happens. I have heard that like every YouTuber that or content creator that I've seen have read this whole series has loved every single one. So let's go with that. Okay. Was that one more? Yeah, one more. Alright. Let's see. Ooh, many are falling out, but okay. So sorry, this one. Let's see what it could have been if I went with the one that fell. It would be a free pick. Me choose. Cute. However, it is not. Non-human main character. Okay, so another fancy. Okay, well. Would it be crazy of me to put Akatar on this TBR? We have so many fantasy. It's like, okay, actually, it's like only 3 if I put this on. So I think I'm gonna put Akatar on the TBR because I've been thinking about this book and I haven't even read it. So, and I love Sarah J. Maas. I love her writing. I need to finish this series so then I could go on to Crescent City. And I know that Crescent City is like, each book is like 1,000 pages. But Akatar, I really want to read. I really do want to read this. I know that they are like fae, and that's really all I know. And I kind of just want to go in knowing nothing. So I think I'm just going to not read anything because I haven't been spoiled at all for the series, which is honestly quite incredible with all of the buzz around it. So this is my TBR. We have Keeping 13, which is pink on the cover. Then we have Beautiful Venom, which is new release. Then we have Reign of Shadows and Endings, and that was the random number generator. Then we have Kiss of the Basculus, which was a dark romance. And then we have book more than 400 pages, which is Face Off. And then we have a non-human main character, which is Avatar. This is the TBR. Are we happy with it? What do we think? Have y'all read any of these? Please let me know. Please, what Let me know your thoughts. I think I'm gonna set this down before my wrist breaks. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastical day. Put in, let's see what emoji. Let's put the book emoji, okay? If you're seeing this, if you're seeing the end, let's put a book emoji in the comments to let me know you made it. Also let me know your TBR for July. Oh my gosh, July. We're sadly almost halfway through summer. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.